Guys, we'll start in a couple of more minutes. If there's any of your friends who's yet to join, please ask them to join. Okay, we'll get started. Just share the document with you. Guys, did we finish these questions and all? Kalai, those who were available in the class. I don't remember which question it is. You guys help me out. Which question we were in? So Nikhil Kumar is the presenter. Okay, Nikhil, please. Nikhil, try to. I think the presenter has changed because I just went offline for a minute. So maybe the presenter has changed. Nikhil, can you just make me the presenter? Okay, I've been made presenter. Thank you, thank you. So can you tell me which question we were in? I'm sorry. This one completed. This one, yeah, this question. Okay. So let's get started, okay, people. A train 250-meter long takes 30 seconds to cross a man running at a speed of 6 kilometers per hour in direction on opposite to that of the train. What is the speed of the train? Okay. A train which is 250-meter long takes 30 seconds to cross a man running at the speed of 6 kilometers per hour. So direction opposite to the train. Okay, direction opposite to that of the train. So what is the speed of the train is the question. Okay, very simple. What is given here is the train is going in the direction opposite to the train is 250-meter long. So this is 250-meter long. Train வந்து 250 மீட்டர்ல இருக்கு. Takes 30 seconds to cross a person. It's an individual who's here. So it takes 30 seconds to cross a person. Just a minute. So what happens 250 meters, it has to cross this individual, okay, this person here, okay? To cross a person who's running at 6 kilometers per hour. So he is running at 6 kilometers per hour and this train, both are not in the same direction. In fact, the train is going in this direction, okay? So, so what is the speed of the train? So இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா 250 மீட்டர்ஸை 30 செகண்ட்ஸில் கிராஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா இவரும் 6 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் per ஹவரில் எப்படி போகிறாரு ட்ரெயினும் இஸ் கோயிங் திஸ் வே. So both are going in opposite direction. அதனால தான் 30 secondsல 250 meters is travel. Which means the if I find for 250 meters போறதுக்கு 30 secondsனா 3600க்கு என்ன அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சால் this will give me what 3600 is what 1 hour. 1 ஹவருக்கு எவ்வளோ மீட்டர்ஸ் போயிருக்காங்கன்றது கண்டுபிடிச்சா it will give me the relative speed. Relative speed means what? Speed of the train as well as the speed of the person together because both are acting in the same time. Right? So both are acting on this place. So அப்படிங்கிறது எப்படி நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்னா 3000 30 seconds to 250 na, then for 3600 how much is going to be that அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா speed is going to be 30 kilometers per hour. When you cross multiply and see you will get the answer. If not also what I've done here is 30 seconds என்றதை நான் இப்போ என்ன இது 30 36 இருக்கா ஸோ இது வந்து 5 into 6 எழுதலாம். This can be written as 6 into 6. இது 5 parts into 6 போட்டதுனால இதையும் 5 parts into 15 போடலாம். 5 parts பிரிச்சா it will become 5 into 15. அப்போ இது 6 into 60 னா it will be 6 parts into 6 parts into 50, which is 30. 3,300 plus 200, which means 30 kilometers per hour. So 30 kilometers per hour is your relative speed. So relative speed is 30 kilometers per hour. Now, and what we understand here is the person is traveling at 6 kilometers per hour. So 6 kilometers per hour. அவரு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணதுனால it is going at 30. அவர் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாடி என்ன இருக்கும்னு கேட்டா அவர் ஐடிலா இருந்திருந்தா ட்ரெயினோட ஸ்பீட் என்னவா தான் இருந்திருக்கும் 30 minus 6 which is 24 kilometers per hour. Why do we subtract? Because his speed also is acted here. So that's why we get relative speed there. So the relative speed is 30. But we don't want the relative speed. They want you to find the speed of the train. So train with the speed is 24 kilometers per hour. Clear? Sharp. Next question. A train 150 meters of length travels at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. In what time will it pass a man who's walking at 10 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction? So, so it gives you meters, seconds, 3,600 seconds. Correct? A train 150 meters long travels at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. What time will it pass a man who's walking at 10 kilometers per hour in opposite direction? So he's going at 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. So it is going to be what speed then? இவர் 60ல train போயிட்டு இருக்கு, இவர் வந்து 10ல இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்காரு. ஓகேவா? So this train is going in opposite direction, which means the train is going this way and the person is going this way. Okay. And what is going to be the relative speed and what is the what time the train will pass the person அப்படிங்கிறது the question. So train ஃபுல்லாவே ட்ரெயினோட லென்த் ஃபுல்லாவே அந்த பர்சனை கிராஸ் பண்ணும். அதுக்கு எவ்வளவு செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆகும்? Just give me the answer. Try finding it out. People, if you're not able to, I'll solve it. Uday is saying for 54 by 7. Priyanka is also saying it's 54 by 7. Kala is also says 54 by 7. Somebody wants me to solve this question. Please also. Okay. See, what am I telling you here is we use okay. So what happens here is to solve this problem. See, what is understandable here is see, the train is going at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay. 60 kilometers per hour, the train is traveling, and we know what is happening is the man is also traveling at 10 kilometers per hour. Both are going in opposite direction. So which means their relative speed is going to be what? Both are going in opposite direction to the 70 kilometers per hour. Relative speed because opposite direction and both are traveling. So it's going to be 70,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. Good job, Naveen, Suraj, everyone. So 70,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. Okay. If a train would length full away, it has to cross the person. That is what they've asked you for. So if the train speed has to the train has to completely cross the person. What is understandable here is the train's length has to cross the person. That means if the train's length has to cross the person. So train's length is what? 150 meters. What is the answer? It's nothing but 150 into 3,600 divided by 3,600 divided by 70,000. Here, 1, 2, 3 gone, 1, 2, 3 gone. So what we have? 314. So your answer is 108 by 14. Nothing but 54 by 7. Okay, clear? So your answer is 54 by 7. Very simple question, just that you'll have to know this is relative speed involved. Next question, shall we? Next question. Two trains of 100 meters and 125 meters are traveling at the speed of 45 and 60 kilometers per hour respectively in the same direction. What time they will cross each other? They're traveling in the same direction. What time will they cross each other? Give me the answer. So the answer is 54. Good job. Priyanka, Uday, Suraj, Shant. So everyone has got it right. I think 54 right from, yeah, it started with Naveen. It started with Naveen Prasad. Yeah, Naveen has got it. Uday, Priyanka, Suraj, Prashant, everyone. So what happens? Opposite direction, na, two trains are traveling in the same direction. So train direction, na, relative speed is 15 kilometers per hour. And the train has to two trains 100 meters and 125 meters are traveling at 45 and 60 respectively. In what time they will cross each other? Crossing each other in artham. Length of the first train, the second train, rendu cross on. Which means the distance going to be what? 225 meters. Or the length is going to be 225 meters. So 15,000 to 3,600. Na? So 225 above. So it's nothing but 2 into 18. This is 2 into 75. Here it's going to be 3 into 75. So your answer is 3 into 18. 50. Next question. Two trains are traveling in the same direction with 60 and 75. The faster train crosses man sitting in the slower train in 30 seconds. The length of the faster train is. Give me the answers. I'm just waiting. See, for people who are not able to understand, see this and slowly solving for you. Two trains are traveling in the same direction. Okay. Same direction in the relative speed. 75 minus 16 artham. Correct? So relative speed, same direction is always subtracted. So speed becomes 15 kilometers per hour. இந்த ஸ்பீட்ல தான் அந்த ட்ரெயின்னால இன்னொரு ட்ரெயினை கிராஸ் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேவா? The fast train crosses a man sitting in the slow train. ஸோ இங்க ஒரு பர்சன் இருக்காரு, இங்க ஒரு ட்ரெயின் இருக்கு, இங்க ஒரு ட்ரெயின் இருக்கு. Let's assume this is the faster train and this has to cross the person. இங்க இருக்கிற பர்சனை கிராஸ் பண்ணணும். என்டையர் லென்த்தை கிராஸ் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லு. ட்ரெயினை கிராஸ் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லவே இல்லை. டாக்கிங் அபவுட் இட் ஹேஸ் டு கிராஸ் த பர்சன் விச் மீன்ஸ் அந்த ட்ரெயின் இந்த இடத்துக்கு வந்தால் போதும். கரெக்டா? இந்த இடத்துக்கு வரணுன்ற அவசியம் கிடையாது. ஸோ இது டாக்கிங் அபவுட் இந்த இடத்துக்கு வந்தால் போதும். இந்த இடத்துல என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா அந்த பர்சனை கிராஸ் ஆகிடுதுன்னு அர்த்தம். அதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம் ஆகும்? விச் மீன்ஸ் அந்த ட்ரெயின் வந்து இந்த இடத்துல ஆரம்பிச்சு இந்த இடத்துக்கு போகிற வரைக்கும். விச் மீன்ஸ் தி என்டையர் லென்த் ஆஃப் த ட்ரெயின் ஹஸ் டு பி கிராஸ்ட். கரெக்ட்? ஸோ the faster train crosses a man sitting in the slower train in 30 seconds. That is a 30 seconds ஆயிருக்குங்க. So 15,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. 3,600 seconds. அப்போ 30 seconds can now. Another question. So our answer is going to be what? 15,000. Sorry, 150. So your answer is 15,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. Okay. Then for 30 seconds, how much does it go? So our answer is going to be what? 6 times 10, you get 6 into 6 is 36. Then it's 6 past if I finish. 6 into 5 is 6 into 25 is 150. Then here it's 5 into 6. So here your value is going to be 5 into 25, which is 125. Your answer is 125 meters. Or cross multiply. You'll still get the same answer. Good job. Arvind, Naveen, Niveta, Arvind, Kalai, Bharat, Prashant. Everyone has got it right. Good job. Next question. A train running at 45 kilometers per hour it takes 36 seconds to pass a platform. Next, the train takes 12 seconds to pass a man walking at 15 kilometers per hour in the same direction. Find the length of the platform. Give me the answer. A train running at 45 kilometers per hour takes 36 seconds to cross a platform. Next, the train takes 12 seconds to pass a man who's at the speed of 15 kilometers per hour. I want you guys to try. I will solve it for you. If you find it difficult, I will solve it for you, but I just want you guys to try. So answer is 300, 315 or ரெண்டு பேர் சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. Arvind is saying 300. Uday says 350, 400. There's a number saying 400. Basmati says 350 again. So Kalai says 350. Bharat Vignesh says 350. There's also someone else. Uday says 350. So, okay, we'll see what is the answer. So, a train running at 45 kilometers per hour takes 36 seconds to cross a platform. So, training இருக்கு. Imagine this. There's a platform here. Okay, so train 45 kilometers per hour போகுது. ஸோ இதுக்கு இந்த ட்ரெயின் வந்து இந்த இடத்துக்கு வர்றதுக்கு எவ்வளோ செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆயிருக்குன்னு கேட்டா, ஸோ இந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் டு திஸ் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் இதை கவர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு 36 செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ the train is traveling at what speed? 45 kilometers per hour, which means 45,000 for 3,600 seconds. அப்போ 36 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எவ்வளோ போயிருக்கும்? 36 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு 450 மீட்டர்ஸ் இட் would have covered. 450 meters it would have covered. Correct. 450 meters. அப்போ இந்த ட்ரெயின் பிளஸ் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் ரெண்டும் சேர்ந்தது, which is train plus platform is nothing but 450 meters. Okay. So what is given now is, next the train takes 12 seconds to pass a man walking at 15 kilometers per hour in the same direction. Same direction and of course speed gets subtracted. So you get what? 30 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers per hour, which is 30,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. 3,600 seconds. So next the train takes 12 seconds to pass a man. 12 seconds to pass a man. 12 seconds and so which means it's going to be how many meters? 100 meters. 100 meters or 100 meters அப்போ cross பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So 100 meters cross பண்ண ஆகுதுன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா இது அந்த பர்சனை cross பண்ணிருக்கு இந்த train. So which means this 100 meters is going to be what? The train's length. Correct? Train's length is 100 meters. Then what's the platform's length? 450 minus 100, which is 350. Remember solving this already. Not aware they solved, but the answer is 350 meters. Clear? Next question. Good job, Hema, Preeti, Hari Prasad, everyone. Two stations P and Q are 400 kilometers apart from each other. One train starts from P at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour towards Q, and after 2 hours, another train starts from Q towards P at 45 kilometers per hour. But what distance from P the train will meet? Is the question. The answer. Two train stations P and Q are 400 meters apart from each other. One train travels at 60 kilometers per hour, and after 2 hours towards Q, and after 2 hours, another train starts from Q at 45 kilometers per hour. So let's take it as 400 kilometers distance. 400 kilometers distance. Okay, well, let's assume this is the 400 kilometers distance. So now what happens is, I believe these questions are all, I feel like I've solved it already. Let's solve for a feeling. Yeah, I think we've done these questions a lot. The question is solved for a feeling like it. The question I don't think we've solved. This one all we've not solved. But this one also we've not solved. But this also I don't think that we've solved. But in the end question I'm solved for a failure. This question I think I remember solving this. And also this question. The previous question I remember solving. This question I already solved. So when I got this answer, I was like, I've got this question already. So this question also we should have solved in the negative. Probably we got the answer. I think it was about 18. But I think it was somewhere we've solved this question already. Look at your answers. Keys probably. This one also I remember solving. So okay, these two questions I'm going to skip now. So next question is this all for answer. Okay. So the reason why I'm skipping is like because we've done it already. Kalai also say the answer is 280, correct? So I agree. So those two questions I remember solving. So let's get on to this question. Two trains of length 120 meters and 150 meters process a stationary man in 10 seconds, 15 seconds respectively. In what time they will cross each other if they're moving in the same direction? If they're moving in the same direction. Okay. Two trains of length 120 meters and 150 meters cross a stationary man in 10 seconds and 15 seconds. In what time will they cross each other when they're moving in the same direction? Is the question. Okay. Two trains 120, 150 meters. So crosses a stationary man in 10 seconds and 12 seconds. So the 120 meter இருக்கிறது வந்துட்டு is what time So 120 meters, it takes 10 seconds to cross a person, and 150 meters, it takes what, how many seconds? How many seconds to cross a person? It takes 15 seconds to cross a person. Crazy. To cross each other when they're moving in the same direction. When they're moving in the same direction, what time will they cross each other? So 15 seconds respectively to cross each other. Cross a stationary man in 10 seconds, and this. So what could be the speed of these both? Okay, so it's going to be 120 meters in 10 seconds first train cross. Okay, wow. And 3,600 seconds can open. Okay, that's going to be the speed of this. Okay, so the answer is going to be 3,600 into 12. It's 144. So I think your answer is going to be 43.2 kilometers per hour. Okay, 43.2 kilometers per hour. 43.2 kilometers per hour. Okay, wow. It's the first training speed. The second one is like 150 meters crosses the person in 15 seconds. So for 3,600, how much does it take? 150 meters in 15 seconds. So obviously 3,600, 36 kilometers per hour. It goes at 36 kilometers per hour, the second train. So they have to cross each other. Cross each other, the entire length of 270 meters can be crossed if they're moving in the same direction and one kick. So the difference between their speeds is going to be 43 minus 2, 43.2 minus 36 kilometers per hour, which means 7.2 kilometers per hour. So 7,200 for 3,600 seconds. இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து இந்த லென்த் கிராஸ் ஆகுறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம்? It's 270 meters cross ஆகுறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம்? So it's obvious that 7,200 divided by 2 is 3,600. So 270 divided by 2 gives you 135 seconds. Answer is 135. So probably தனித்தனியாக அதோட ஸ்பீட் கண்டுபிடிச்சு you can get it. Or else you can still do it like this. So this speed is going to be 120 meters per second. So meters for 12 seconds, which means 12 meters per second. And this one is going to be 150 for 10 meters per second. So together it's going to be what, 2 meters per second. If they're traveling in the same direction, the speed is going to be 2 meters per second, relative speed. So 2 meters per second in வச்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா 2 meters per second வச்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா 270 meters போகிறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம்? It's 135 seconds. 2 meters 1 second. 270 க்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம்? The answer is 135. You need not do this full stuff. Answer is 135 seconds. Good job. Homework is finished. Good job. Next question. Kalai, Naveen, and a lot more people have given me the answer. Naveen, Kalai, again. Naveen and Prashant. Prashant has also got the answer. So the answer for that is 135. What is the question now? Two trains moving in the opposite direction have speeds in the ratio of 5 is to 7. 5 is to 7. This is the speed. First train crosses the pole in 12 seconds, and the second train crosses the same pole in 15 seconds. So find the time taken once they cross each other. Is the question. Two trains moving in opposite direction have speeds in the ratio of 5 is to 7. So first train crosses the pole in 12 seconds. The second one crosses the pole in 15 seconds. Okay. So what time will they cross each other? What time will they cross each other? Is the question. Speeds are in the ratio of 5 is to 7. So ratio is 5 is to 7. The first train crosses a pole in 12 seconds. Second train crosses the same pole in 15 seconds. Triple wheels, 5 is to 7 speeds, then 7 is to 5 will be the time. So the time taken is in the ratio 4 is to, no, it is in the ratio 7 is to 5. 5 by 4 seconds. I think so. It's 55 by 4 only. Rather than the same pole in 12, 15 seconds. So for this, first thing which find the time in which they could cross each other. Cross each other. 12 parts of the speed. I'm not sure about the length of the train. So that is the problem that I'm thinking about. See, the first train crosses upon in 12 seconds and the second train crosses upon in 15 seconds. The 5 is to 7 speed, then time taken should be in the ratio 7 is to 5. 7 is to 5. 7 parts is to 5 parts. But we have 12 seconds here. Yeah. So what? Okay. So we'll take it as okay. 5 is to 7 is the speed probably. And for at first pole it takes 12 seconds to cross, and the second one takes 15 seconds. Probably it gets 60. So 105. So since they're moving in the opposite direction, we could say 165 parts is what they have. 165 parts. It takes 165 parts. 165 parts is equal to, now 165 is equal to 12 parts. Okay, probably 165 is equal to 12 parts. So one part is equal to 165 by 12. 165 by 12. So 165 by 12 gives you 1 times, and 45 gives you 13 and 56. So 13 9 by 12, 33 by 4 into one part is 33 by 4, then 5 parts would be 55, which is going to be 13 3 by 4 is 13.75. So 13.75. The 13.75 is nothing but, yeah. Okay. So when you reduce it, so it comes what, 55 by 4, is it? Okay, 55 by 4, which is 13.7. Okay. Maybe I've just done a mistake here. Probably I was not in the situation to see the little thing. So the ratio is 5 is to 7, and we know 5 is to 7. So 5 is to 7 is the speed, and they take 12 seconds, and this person takes 15 seconds. So the ratio is, so the distance that they would go is in the ratio 60 is to 105. Because they're traveling in the opposite direction, it becomes 165. 165, which is equal to how many parts of the time? It's 12 parts of the time. So one part is equal to 165 by 12. The answer is 55 by 4. So they cross each other at 55 by 4. Okay. 13.75. Sure. Okay. Next question. A train traveling at a speed of 75 kilometers per hour enters a tunnel 7 by 2 miles long. The train is 1 by 4 mile long. How long does it take for the train to pass through the tunnel from the moment? Okay. See this. Okay, this question. See this. When an speed is in the ratio, see speed is in the ratio 5 is to 7. Okay. Speeds of the two trains are in the ratio 5 is to 7. 5 is to 7 is the speed. Okay. So the first train takes 12 seconds to cross the pole. The second one takes 15 seconds to cross the seconds. Okay. So அப்போ இது ரெண்டையும் multiply பண்ணா what do I get? Speed in the ratio speed in the time பண்ணா it becomes the distance. So 60, இது 60 போகும்போது it goes what 105. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இவ்வளோ டிஸ்டன்ஸ் கவர் பண்ணாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ 105 அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா 5 பார்ட் 6 பார்ட் 16 105 டுகெதர் இட் கிவ்ஸ் யூ 165. ரெண்டு பேரும் ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷனில் இருக்கிறதுனால 165. ஓகேவா? 165 in how many parts? 12 parts of the time. So 12 parts of the speed. 12 parts of the speed, they cover 165 meters. இப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா the time will be what? Time will be what? 165 divided by 12. 165 by 12. Okay, so it will give you 55 by 2 seconds. 55 by 4 seconds is your answer. Okay. Next question. A train traveling at a speed of 75 miles per hour enters a tunnel 7.7 by 2 miles long. Okay. So which means 75 plus 3.75. Okay. Wait, 75 miles per hour takes 7.5 miles tunnel across. The train is quarter mile long. How long does it take for the train to pass through the tunnel from the moment the front enters to the moment rear emerges? Which means, ரொம்ப simple, 75 kilometers per hour, 75,000 meters for 3,600 seconds. And we know the train has to cross the tunnel. So train length is 7 by 2, which is 3.75 miles plus 0.25 miles in the okay, together 3.75 plus 0.25 is nothing but what? 4 miles distance covered. 4 miles. Okay. So 75 miles, இது மைல்ஸ்ல இருக்கனால கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் கிடையாது. 3006 75 மைல்ஸ்க்கு வந்து 3600 செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ 4 மைல்ஸ்க்கு எவ்வளோ செகண்ட்ஸ்? is the question. So your answer is 4 into 3600 divided by 75.
And then 987.
So answer would be 12 into 448. 75 minus 3600 seconds. Then for இதுக்கு எவ்வளவு seconds ஆகும்னா 12 into 4 is 48. 48 into 4 is 192. Yeah, it gives you 192 seconds. Then 192 seconds. 3 minutes and 3 people. So 7 by 2 is 3.5. I'm sorry, I just made a mistake there. In the problem, the 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5 miles. Okay, 3.5 miles plus quarter miles, which is 0.25, which is nothing but 3.75 miles. 3.75 miles. Okay, and the train is going at 75 miles per hour. 75 miles for 3,600 seconds. Then for 3.75, how much does it take? Okay, so it means just cross multiplication, or else this one divided by 20 gives you this. So either divided by 20 pota, namukku answer. So the answer is going to be 180 seconds, which is nothing but 3 minutes. So equal to 3 minutes. Just made a mistake by taking this as 3.75. It's 3.5. Okay, answer is 3 minutes. 3 minutes for cross. Next question. Two trains are traveling from the same direction with 60 kilometers per hour and 75 kilometers per hour. The faster train crosses a man sitting in the slower train in 30 seconds. Find the length of the faster train. Traveling in the same direction, the faster train crosses a man sitting in the slower train in 30 seconds. So find the length of the faster train. So what is given here? Two trains are traveling in the same direction. So same direction, then speed gets subtracted. I also get the same feeling. We've done this problem, right? Already. Yes. Okay. Next question. Two trains of length 100 meters and 125 meters are traveling at the speed of 45 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour respectively in the same direction. What time will they completely cross each other? Two trains length 100 meters and 125 meters are traveling at 45 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour respectively in the same direction. What time will they cross each other? I think answer for this is 54. This is also solved. Okay. This one, I don't think we've done. Two stations which are 150 meters, 50 kilometers apart from each other. One train starts at 6 a.m. and travels at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. Another train travels towards B. Another train starts from B at 7 a.m. and travels at 20 kilometers per hour. What time will they meet? Is your question. Okay. So the distance between them is 150 meters. 150 kilometers. First train starts by 6 o'clock. Other 30 kilometers உள்ள வந்துருது. So it already covered that 30. So 30 போயிடுச்சுன்னா மிச்சம் இருக்கிறது எவ்வளோ 120 kilometers தான் இருக்கு. 120 kilometers is what we have. 120 kilometers is what we have. Now on what happens, the relative speed adds because 7 a.m. is in the 7 a.m. This also comes in 20. This also comes in 30. Correct? 20, 30, 20, 30. So which means 120 kilometers which is within 120 kilometers. 120 kilometers relative speed act ஆரம்பிக்குது. Okay, our relative speed is what? 50 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers per hour. Okay, 50 kilometers per hour. அப்போ அது 120 kilometers போகிறதுக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம்? 120 divided by 50. which is nothing but 2.4, 2.4, 2.4 hours, which means 2.4 minutes. 2.4 divided 0.49 of the 4 by 10 of 60 minutes. 4 by 10 of 60 minutes. 4 by 10 of 60 minutes, which is nothing but 2 hours and 24 minutes. 2 hours and 24 minutes. From 7 o'clock. 2 hours and 24 minutes from 7 o'clock. Which means your answer is 9:24 a.m. 9:24 a.m. Okay, 9:24 a.m. Once again, okay, I'll do it once again. See this. See, initially 150 kilometers distance இருக்குமா. ஆனால் ஒரு வண்டி earlier ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு, அதனால அது 30 கிலோமீட்டர் கவர் பண்ணிடும். ஸோ மிச்சம் இருக்கிற டிஸ்டன்ஸ் 120 தான். 120 kilometers தான் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்கு. Now 7 o'clock both the train starts moving. Both the trains are moving. 6 to 7 one train alone would have moved. ஸோ இது வந்து எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருச்சுன்னா 30 கொடுத்துருச்சு. இந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து 150 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸில் 30 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் உள்ள வந்தாச்சு. இப்போ இது ரெண்டுமே ட்ராவல் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்குதா. ஸோ தீஸ் போத் ஆர் ட்ராவலிங். ஸோ திஸ் வில் கிவ் யூ 30, திஸ் வில் கிவ் யூ 20 per hour. சரியா, மிச்சம் இருக்குது 120 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் தான். ஸோ ரெண்டும் வந்து 30, 20, 30, 20 கொடுத்துச்சுன்னா this thing is going to be what, 50 kilometers per hour. Light speed is going to be what, 50 kilometers per hour. So 50 kilometers per hour. Oh, 120 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers for 1 hour. 1 hour 50 kilometers hour, which is 60 minutes. 120 kilometers ke avanga. How long will it take? Okay, so we know it's going to be 120 into 60 divided by 50. 24 into 6. 24 into 6. 144 minutes. 144 minutes now from 7 o'clock. 2 hours and 24 minutes. 7 o'clock after 2 hours and 24 minutes. It's going to be 9:24. Okay, clear? Next question. A car travels from A to B at 7 hours. Half the distance is 30 and the other half at 40. So what is the distance between A and B is the question. I think this question also we finished. Yes, completed. Okay, give me the answer for this. The train Express A leaves Delhi at 5 a.m. and reaches Mumbai at 9 a.m. The other train Express leaves Mumbai at 7 a.m. reaches Delhi at 10:30 a.m. What time do they cross each other after 7 a.m.? What time do they cross each other after 7 a.m.? See, a train Express A leaves Delhi at 5 a.m. and reaches Mumbai at 9 a.m. Another train Express leaves Mumbai at 7 a.m. and reaches Delhi at 10:30 a.m. So the speeds are in the ratio 4:3. So the time taken is in the ratio 8:7, which means 4 hours is to 3.5 hours. Okay, 8:7. So now what happens is, what time after 7 o'clock they will meet is the question. Okay, so 5 a.m., 7 a.m., then the other 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. reach Putang. Another train starts by 7 a.m. and reaches Delhi by 10:30 a.m. So what time will they cross each other after 7 a.m. is the question. Okay, we don't have anything else, but the only thing that we have to play with is time is given in the ratio 8:7. The speed will be in the ratio what? 7:8. So we actually don't know what is the distance. Okay. So I'm going to take distance as the LCM of these two. So which is 56 kilometers, the distance at 56 kilometers distance at. A train A leaves Delhi at 5 a.m. and reaches Mumbai at 9 a.m. The other starts from 7 a.m. அப்போ 54 kilometers தான் distance இருந்துச்சுன்னா what is understandable is first train takes 8 parts of the time, 8 parts of the time, which means 4 hours. So 4 hours எடுக்குதுன்னா 56 divided by 4, which is equal to 14 kilometers per hour. Okay, first train goes at 14 kilometers per hour. The next train goes at 56 divided by 3.5. It's nothing but 16 kilometers per hour. Okay, the second train. This is okay at 7 o'clock train. This is 5 o'clock train. So first two trains goes at 14 kilometers per hour for 2 hours. So which means it covers how many kilometers? 28 kilometers. Covers 28 kilometers. So out of 56 kilometers, 28 kilometers is already covered. So the pending one is going to be 28 kilometers only. 28 kilometers only. Okay. And now after 7 o'clock, both the trains will start moving. Are you guys able to understand? Okay, till now, are you guys able to follow? Are you guys able to follow? Yes. After 7 a.m., what happens is both the trains starts moving. So both the trains starts moving. The relative speed is going to be what? Relative speed is going to be what? 14 plus 16, which is equal to 30 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers per hour. But the pending itself is going to be how many kilometers only? 28 kilometers only. So which means 30 kilometers for 60 minutes it can go, but our distance pending is 28 kilometers. How long will it take? For 30 kilometers it takes 60 minutes. Then for 28 kilometers it takes for 30 kilometers it takes 60 minutes. For 28 kilometers it takes 56 minutes. Correct. So our answer is going to be what? 7. After that 56 minutes. Your answer is 7:56. 7:56. Then meet. The distance is we are assuming our own distance. So the answer is 7:56. Am I clear? Yes. Once again, see, speeds are in the ratio 8:7. 4 hours and 4.5, 3.5 hours. So time is in the ratio 8:7. Speed should be in the ratio 7:8. Okay. So now what happens is with the 4 hours, the 3.5 hours into that. And we don't have any data, solid data which talks about the distance of time. So இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன் இருக்கிறத வச்சு I'm going to take LCM and I'm taking that as a distance. So I take distance as 56 kilometers. Okay, because the distance is common. அதனால நான் இது பண்ணலாம். 56 kilometers. So first train goes 56 kilometers in 4 hours, which means it goes at 56 kilometers in 4 hours. So the answer is going to be what? 56 by 4, 14 kilometers per hour. Second train goes 56 kilometers in 3.5 hours, which means it goes 16 kilometers per hour. In the first 2 hours, 5 to 7. 5 to 7 வந்து இந்த train மட்டும் தான் போயிருக்கு. 5 to 7 வந்து ஒரு train மட்டும் தான் போயிருக்கு, which is 14 kilometers per hour. It goes for 2 hours, now it can go 28 kilometers. Then what happens is the next train, the other train is like also starting at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock that also starts now. The relative speed is going to be what? 14 plus 16 for the next 1 hour. So 30 kilometers is going to be that. 30 kilometers per hour, these both can cover. Opposite direction because they're talking from Delhi to Mumbai and Mumbai to Delhi. So opposite direction speeds gets added. So 30 kilometers per hour it can travel, but we need only how many kilometers pending? 28 kilometers is what we have pending. This person itself, the first train itself, already covered half the distance in that time period. So we have only half the distance pending, which is 28 kilometers. It's 28 kilometers this train has to travel. This train travel at 30 kilometers per hour. These two trains can give you a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, 30 kilometers for 60 minutes. That means for 56 minutes, how much does it travel? It's 28 kilometers. Got it? Clear? So 28 kilometers. 28 kilometers, it takes how many minutes? It's nothing but for 30 kilometers, it takes 60 minutes. Then for 28 kilometers, it takes 56 minutes. That's your answer. Okay, clear? Next question. Two trains, one from Hyderabad to Cochin, another from Cochin to Hyderabad. start simultaneously. After they meet, trains reach their destinations after 4 hours and 6 hours. Find the ratio of their speeds. Two trains, one from Hyderabad to Cochin and another from Cochin to Hyderabad, start simultaneously. After they meet, trains reach their destinations after 4 hours and 9 hours. So find the ratio of their speeds. People think about this, okay? I really want you guys to give me the answer. Just think, okay, just think for it. I know. Guys, it's more of common sense. Okay, I'm sorry for the distractions. So, see here, it's more of common sense here. இப்போ இந்த கொஸ்டின்லே I'll take some question, okay? ரெண்டு ட்ரெயின் வந்து ஒரு ட்ரெயின் வந்து 20 kilometers per hour போகுதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். The other one if I go at 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, I'm just assuming, okay? And the distance between them, I'm just taking it as 840. That is the reason for me to take it like this, or else I'll take it as 420 kilometers distance. 420 kilometers distance between them. Okay, two trains, Hyderabad to Cochin and another train from Cochin to Hyderabad start simultaneously. After they meet, the train reaches the destinations in 4 hours and 9 hours respectively. So what is the ratio of the speeds is the question. So இப்போ பாருங்க 420 kilometers இப்போ இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து when they are meeting அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll take it as 30-40 itself. Instead of 20-30, I'll take it as 30-40. 30-40 is their speed, and maybe I'll take this thing as 840 kilometers. This is for a purpose. Okay, I'm just assuming this is for a purpose. So இப்போ 30-40 போச்சுன்னா, so first train ரெண்டு பேரும் meet பண்றது வந்து then their opposite direction, the relative speed is going to be what? 30 plus 40 is going to be 70 kilometers. 70 kilometers. So both are starting at the same time. 840 kilometers 70 kilometers per hour போச்சுன்னா ரெண்டும் வந்து மீட் பண்றதுக்கு எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகும்? 12 hours. Right? Why is that 12 hours? Because 840 kilometers distance இருக்கு இது ரெண்டுக்கும் நடுவுல. So this goes at 30, 30, 30 and this comes at 40, 40, 40. So the distance of 840 is close to how many hours? 12 hours. Okay? So 12 hours meet us. In the 12 hours, this would have gone 80, 30, 30, 30, 12 hours travel, which is 360 kilometers. This would have come in 40, 40, 40 for another 12 hours. This would have covered about 480 kilometers. ரெண்டு சேர்ந்தது 840. Now, இதுக்கு இன்னும் எவ்வளவு கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா இந்த ட்ரெயினுக்கு இன்னும் it still has this 480 to cover and this train has another 320 to cover. So yeah, so 320 to cover. So what is the ratio of their speed? I mean, what the destination of the time taken? Okay, reach the destinations after 8 hours and 9 hours, which means இதுக்கு இன்னும் 480 kilometers போகணும்னா இந்த ஸ்பீட்ல 30 kilometers per hour it has to go 480 kilometers, which means it takes how many hours to go? 16 hours to go. Similarly, for this one, to go at 40 kilometers per hour, another 360 kilometers, it takes how many hours? 9 hours. So, which means the distance, the time taken by them, the time required for them to reach their destination is 16 hours and 9 hours. 16 hours and 9 hours. And suppose 16 hours and 9 hours now, speed, what is their speed's ratio அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே 30-40. அதை நம்ம எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும்? ஸ்பீடோட ரேஷியோ எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும்? 30-40 is nothing but what? Square root of 16 is to square root of 9, correct? So it's nothing but what? 4:3 or 3:4. That is what we get. The ratio we get it. நான் எடுத்தபோது 9 hours 16 hours பதிலா 16 hours and 9 hours போட்டு. So your answer is going to be what? Square root of the ratio. So hope you are able to understand. So இதுக்கு நம்ம என்ன மாதிரி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்னா speeds are in the ratio what? Just find the square root of these both. Square root of these both is going to be what? 4 hours and 9 hours. It's going to be in the ratio what? 3:2. That's it. இங்கேயும் எனக்கு எப்படி வந்துச்சு 16 hours 9 ஹவர்ஸ்னா ஆன்சர் இஸ் கோன் பி வாட் 3:4. கரெக்டா 30-40 30-40 இருக்கு. ஸோ the ratio is 3:4. Similarly இங்க 4 hours 9 ஹவர்ஸ்னா this for this square root is 3, for this square root is 2. So 3:2 ratio. Sure. Is that clear? Clear. So the time is in the ratio 3. I mean, what time will the ratio of the speeds will be in the ratio 3:2. Okay. So time taken will be in the ratio 4:3. Yeah? So 4:3 time taken. Na? Speed will be the ratio what? 3:4. Got it? Root of 16 is to root of 9 gives you the time taken 4:3. So the speed will be in the ratio what? 3:4. Similarly, what I've done here is root of 9, root of 4 and root of 9 pota. We'll get the value as what? 2:3. Root of that is going to be the speed, which is 3:2. Yeah? Simple. Just that you'll have to remember. இதை வந்து இப்படி பண்ண தெரியணும். பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will be easy for you. Okay, clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes. Okay. Shall we go on to the next question? Okay. A train, thank you. A train with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour catches another train traveling in the same direction and then leaves it 120 meters behind in 18 seconds. A train traveling with a speed of 80 kilometers per hour catches another train traveling in the same direction and then leaves it 120 meters behind in 18 seconds. The speed of the second train is traveling with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, catches another train traveling in the same direction and then leaves it 120 meters behind in 18 seconds. Okay, so what is the speed of the train? What is the speed of the second train is the question. So your answer is 36, correct? So it leaves 120 meters in 18 seconds in சொல்லிட்டாங்க 120 meters in 18 seconds na this is given here அப்படின்னா 3600 seconds எவ்வளவு போகும் 3600 seconds எவ்வளவு போகும் it's nothing but into 3 sorry into 2 which is nothing but into 200 so which means we'll get 240 which is 24 kilometers per hour 24 kilometers per hour it is traveling இது second train வந்து 240 kilometers per hour இது travel I mean 24 kilometers per hour தான் இது என்ன இருக்குன்னா 120 meters behind in 18 seconds so 120 meters behind in 18 seconds na 24 kilometers per hour it has overtaken it relative speed அதாவது என்ன இருக்குன்னா ஒரு ட்ரெயின் வந்து ஒரு ட்ரெயின் வந்து ட்ராவலிங் திஸ் வே, பின்னாடி இருந்து ஒரு ட்ரெயின் வந்து இதை ஓவர்டேக் பண்ணி இதுக்கும் இருக்கிற டிஸ்டன்ஸை 120 பண்ணி 18 செகண்ட்ஸில் முடிச்சிருக்கு. அப்போ அந்த 120 meters இட் இஸ் கிராஸ்ட் இன் 18 செகண்ட்ஸ். ஓகேவா? திஸ் இஸ் ரிலேட்டிவ் ஸ்பீட். ஏன்னா பின்னாடி இருந்து அந்த ட்ரெயின் வந்து ஒரே டைரக்ஷனில் போயிருக்கு. 3600 செகண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எவ்வளோ போயிருக்குன்னு பார்த்தா you'll get 24 kilometers per hour. So this 24 kilometers per hour is the relative speed, okay, of the second train. So 24 kilometers per hour is the relative speed of both the trains together. One of the train is going at 60 now, the other train should be what? 36 kilometers per hour. Correct. So this should be the relative speed of the second train. Actual speed of the other train, 36 kilometers per hour. Sure? Answer is 36. Next question. The train travels a certain distance by taking 3 stops of 20 minutes each. Considering the period of stoppage, the overall speed of the train comes to 40 kilometers per hour. Well, without considering the stoppage, it's 45 kilometers per hour. How much distance must the train would have traveled? How much distance would the train would have traveled? The answer should be very easy by now. The train travels a certain distance by taking 3 stops of 20 each. Okay, 3 stops of 20 each now. 3 into 20 is going to be how many minutes? 60 minutes. It has 60 minutes travel. And considering the period of stoppage, overall stoppage, stop பண்ணி போனா 40 kilometers per hour இருக்கு, and it takes 1 hour extra. Okay, 1 hour extra. But without considering the stoppage, it becomes 45 kilometers per hour. Okay. மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ல பாருங்க 45 kilometers per hour போயிருந்தது 40 kilometers drop ஆயிடுச்சு, which means how much is reduced? 5 is reduced from 45. 5 is reduced from 45, which means 109 is reduced on the speed. Then the time taken would be increased by what? 108. 108 speed increase, time increase இருக்குமா? So அதுதான் என்ன சொல்லிட்டாங்க, 3 into 20. 3 into 20 is nothing but 60 minutes. 60 minutes increase ஆயிருக்கு, that is one part is increased. So one part is 60 minutes now. One part is increased. Okay, 60 minutes is increased. Okay, so that 60 minutes is increased. So 8 parts plus one part is increased, which means 9 parts is what is traveled. 9 parts is what we traveled. So 9 parts of this time is traveled at the reduced speed. Reduced speed is what? 40. So 9 into 40 is 360 kilometers. அப்படின்னு போட்டுக்கலாம். இல்லாட்டி 8 hours travel பண்ணியிருக்காங்க at the actual speed. 8 into 45 which is 360. இல்லாட்டி 20 minutes lose பண்ணியிருந்தா 9 into 40 which is giving you 360. 1 hour extra இருக்கு. So your answer is 360. Hope you are able to follow. Yes. Yes. So solve பண்ண முடியாதவங்களுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் நான் சொல்றேன் பாருங்க. People who don't understand, see this. Speed is reduced from 45 to 40. ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான ஒரு விஷயம், நம்மளுக்கு அந்த விஷயம் தெரியும்ல. See அந்த டைம் 1/2 increase, 1/2 reduction, 1/3 reduction. ஸோ அதே தான் 45 இருந்து ஸ்பீட் has gone down to 40. அப்போ எவ்வளோ ரெடியூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு? 5 kilometers per hour ரெடியூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ 5 kilometers per hour now 5 is reduced from 45. So 1 on 5 of the speed is reduced. So 1 on 9 of the speed is reduced. So time will increase by 1 on 8. So the one part is nothing but 3 into 20 minutes, which is 60 minutes. One part is 60 minutes. Appo actual எவ்வளோ? 8 into 60, 480 minutes, which is 8 hours. Actual is going to be what? 8 hours. One part is 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. So 8 parts will be how many hours? 8 hours. This is your actual. That day it has been increased by 1 hour, which means it becomes 9 hours. 9 hours at 40 kilometers per hour gives you 360. Or else 8 hours at 45 gives you 360. Both are equal. Okay, you got it. This is what they mentioned. Next question. A train covers a distance of 3,584 kilometers in 2 days and 8 hours. If it covers 1,440 on the first day and 1,608 on the second day, then how much does the average speed of the train for the remaining part of the journey differ from the entire journey? 3,584 kilometers in 2 days and 8 hours. 3,584 kilometers in 56 hours. It is travel. It covers 1,440 kilometers on the first day and 1,608 on the second day. Okay. So second day எவ்வளோ travel பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, which means 3,048 is traveled in 48 hours. 48 hours travel பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஓகேவா? So how does it for the entire journey-க்கு இதுக்கு இருக்கிற average speed எப்படி மாறுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, 48 hours. So pending is going to be what? 6, 3, 536 is pending. Okay, 536 in 8 hours. Okay, it's simple. What they've given is 3,584 in 2 days and 8 hours travel பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. So for 56 hours travel பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஓகேவா? அப்போ 1 hour average speed என்ன? Average speed என்ன? It's nothing but 3584 divided by 56. So divided by 86 now you get 7 times you get 4. 38 is 4. 448. This becomes 64. So 64 hours is what it takes. 64 kilometers per hour is going to be the 64 kilometer per hour is going to be the average speed. 64 kilometers per hour is the average speed. Now, first day it's 1,440 which is covered. Second day it is 1,608 which is covered. So put together they've covered 3,048 in 2 days. Okay, wow. 3,584 la they've covered 3,048 now. Which are going to be எவ்வளோ? பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you'll get 52 plus 484. 52 plus 5, 484, which is nothing but 6, 3, 11, 5. So 536 is pending. This 536 it has to cover in how many hours? It has to cover in how many hours? 8 hours. So what is the average speed? Average speed will become what? 6 times 48, 56 is 67. So 67 kilometers per hour. So actual is 64 kilometers per hour. This is 67 kilometers per hour. So there's a change of what? 3 kilometers more. Okay, 3 kilometers more. Sorry. So the answer is going to be what? 3 kilometers more here. The answer is 3 kilometers more. Right? Okay, this is your next question. Okay, we'll get on to the. Are you able to understand this now? So this is the answer for the next question. Okay, previous question, possibly you guys have got it. Yes, okay, next question. The train leaves Chennai from for Bangalore at 2:15 p.m. Okay, at 2:15 p.m. and travels at the rate of 50 kilometers per hour. Another train leaves Bangalore for Chennai at 1:35 p.m. travels at 60 kilometers per hour. If the distance between Bangalore and Chennai is 590 kilometers, what distance do those two trains meet? இதில் நிறைய questions பண்ணிட்டோம். Background voice coming now. யாருன்னே தெரியல. Aarthi, is it? I'm muted her. So let's see. So somebody is talking. Yes. I'm muted her. Let's see. I think it's Aarthi Kandadasan. Okay, please inform me. Okay, so let's get started. A train leaves Chennai for Bangalore at 2:15 p.m. and travels at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Another train leaves Bangalore to Chennai at 1:35 p.m. and travels at 60 kilometers per hour. The distance between Bangalore and Chennai is 590 kilometers. At what time, what distance from Chennai will the two meet? Is the question. Good. Uday has got given me an answer. Others. So we know the distance is 590. 590 is going to be the distance. And first, what happens is train Chennai to Bangalore. Chennai to Bangalore for the 2:15 start பண்ணுது, and it goes at 50 kilometers per hour. Okay, this has nothing to do with this because it doesn't make a big difference here. So Bangalore to Chennai, it starts by 1:35. இதுல தான் இருக்கு 60 kilometers per hour. So this is started early. ஸோ இந்த ட்ரெயின் வந்து 1:35லேருந்து 2:15 வரைக்கும் தனியாக ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கு. சரியா? 2:15க்கு அப்புறம் ரிலேட்டிவ் ஸ்பீட் வில் கெட் ஆக்டிவ். Okay, we will act, I mean, with relative speed. But 1:35 to 2:15, this train alone is traveled. So this train can give you 60 kilometers per hour. So 60 kilometers for 60 minutes now. 60 kilometers for 60 minutes. This is now 1:35 to 2:15 வரைக்கும். I think it's 40 minutes. So 40 minutes you have traveled how many kilometers? 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers travel பண்ணியிருக்கும். Bangalore to Chennai வர train. Bangalore to Chennai வர train. So which means 5 relative speed act ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி 590 minus 40 kilometers is already done. Which means the pending distance is only going to be relative speed, which is 550 kilometers. 550 kilometers. Okay. Time கேட்கலாமா? அவன் distance கேட்டிருக்கான். So 550 kilometers. With the 550 kilometers, ரெண்டு ட்ரெயினும் சேர்ந்து தான் travel பண்ணும். ஓகேவா? So 550 kilometers, both the trains are traveling in the opposite direction. So the relative speed is going to be what? 110 kilometers. 50 plus 60 is 110 kilometers per hour. So 110 kilometers per hour, 550 kilometers, it takes another how many hours? 5 hours. 5 hours for them. Okay? So which means 2:15 la 7:15 la reach பண்ணிடுவாங்க. 6:15 la 7:15. So if the distance between Bangalore and Chennai is 590, what distance from Chennai will the two trains meet? What distance from Chennai will the two trains meet in each location? So this is only starting from Chennai to Bangalore. So Chennai to Bangalore இந்த ட்ரெயின் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. ஸோ இந்த ட்ரெயின் வந்து 50 kilometers per hourல கொடுக்குது. அப்போ 5 ஹவர்ஸ்க்கு எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருக்கோம்? 5 hours into 50, which is nothing but 250 kilometers. 250 kilometers away from Chennai, these both will meet. Okay, 50 kilometers from Chennai they'll meet. And what is the then what distance from Bangalore are they meeting? So they're meeting at 340 kilometers from Bangalore. Okay, they're meeting at 340 kilometers from Bangalore. Okay, and that's the meet. Clear? So next question, please. Sorry, next question. Without stopping the bus, speed of the train, without stopping the speed of the train is 120 kilometers per hour. With stopping the speed of the train is 80. Find the stop time of the train. Give me the answer. It should be very easy. Without stoppage, it is 120. With stoppage, it's going to be 80. going to be how many minutes? 20 minutes. Correct? In the question color solving required, most of you should have been answering. So Vasumati, Akshi, everyone is answering. Good job. 10 minutes, someone is giving me 10 minutes. Who's that? Sayed, 10 minutes, 20. Good job. Others. Hope you guys know this already. I don't think this kind of simple question requires reading. I mean, solving. So do you want it? Anyone? Next question. Two trains approaches each other. One solved. Okay. Solve பண்றோம். See this. The train speed of the train is 120 kilometers per hour. 120 kilometer per hour. 120 kilometers for an hour னா 60 நிமிஷத்துல அர்த்தம். 120 கிலோமீட்டர் போகுது 60 நிமிஷத்துல. சரியா? வித்தவுட் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ். இப்போ வண்டி நின்று போச்சுன்னா 80 கிலோமீட்டர் தான் போக முடியும். விச் மீன்ஸ் என்ன அர்த்தம்னா வண்டி நிக்காம போச்சுன்னா 120 கிலோமீட்டர் அதனால கவர் பண்ண முடியுது. ஆனா 80 கிலோமீட்டர் தான் போகுது வித் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ். வித் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ்னா நின்று போறதுனால. அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்னா அதனால 60 நிமிஷம் முழுசா டிராவல் பண்ண முடியலன்னு அர்த்தம். 60 நிமிஷம் முழுசா டிராவல் பண்ணிச்சுன்னா இட் கேன் கோ 120 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ். ஆனா 60 நிமிஷம் முழுசா டிராவல் பண்ண முடியாதனால அதனால 80 கிலோமீட்டர் தான் போக முடியும். அப்போ அந்த 80 கிலோமீட்டர் போறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆயிருக்கும்? அந்த டைம் தான் டிராவல் பண்ணியிருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். 80 கிலோமீட்டர் போறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகுமோ அந்த டைம் தான் டிராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கு. கிளியர்? ஸோ வாட் இஸ் தி டைம்? இட் இஸ் டிராவல் ஒன்லி 40 மினிட்ஸ். 40 மினிட்ஸ் டிராவல் பண்ணியிருக்குன்னா மிச்ச டைம் தான் என்னது? இட் இஸ் லாஸ்ட் இன் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அப்போ எவ்வளோ நேரம் 60ல 40 மினிட்ஸ் போச்சுன்னா எவ்வளோ நிமிஷம் ட்ராவல் பண்ணி 40 மினிட்ஸ் ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்குன்னா மிச்சம் இருக்கிறது எல்லாம் ட்ராவல் பண்ணாத டைம். ஸோ ஹவு மச் டைம் இஸ் லாஸ்ட் இன் ஸ்டாப்பேஜ்? 20 மினிட்ஸ். 20 மினிட்ஸ். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின். Two trains approach each other at 20 kilometers per hour and 24 kilometers per hour from two places 240 kilometers apart. After how many hours they will meet? Again, இதே மாதிரி questions. Again, approach opposite direction 20 24 from two places. Relative speed is going to be what? After how many hours will they meet? So very simple. This is 20, this is 24. So relative speed is going to be what? 44 kilometers. Okay, wow. 44 kilometers per hour. So 240 kilometers எவ்வளவு நேரத்தில் travel பண்ணுவோம்? Okay. What time will they meet? Is the question. So what time will they meet? How many hours அப்புறம் they'll meet? 44 no, 44. I don't think it's 5 hours. 42 னா நீங்க 5 hours சொல்லலாம். So your answer is going to be what? 5 hours கிடையாது. 5 hours and 240 by 44. So 240 by 44 னா it's nothing but what? 5 hours for 220. அப்புறம் இன்னொரு 20 kilometers இருக்கு. So 20 kilometers 24 kilometers per hourல போனாங்க. 24 kilometers for 60 minutes. So 20 kilometers போகுது எவ்வளவு நேரம்? 20 into 60 by 24. So the answer is 50 minutes. So 5 hours and 50 minutes now. Okay. So it's going to be 5 hours and 24 kilometers, 44 kilometers, 420, 420, 44 minutes, 420, another 420 kilometers, yeah. So 220 plus another 20 kilometers. So 220 kilometers, 24 kilometers. So 44 kilometers per hour. I'm sorry. Still. So what do we get here? 5 hours and 44 minutes. It's nothing but 44 kilometers for 60 minutes now. 44 kilometers for 60 minutes now. Then for 240 kilometers, so directly we'll get this. It's 240 into 60 divided by 44. So if you get approximately 5 hours and 45 minutes, that's fine. Okay. The 5 hours and 30 minutes. See, just the calculation part is pending. Okay, just do that, whatever it is. Not really bothered about the actual answer. But see, this is the method of doing it. Next question. A train 120 meter long passes an electric pole in 86 seconds. How long will it take to cross a bridge 240 meters long? This should be easy. Right now. What's the answer? Yeah, absolutely. So the answer is 18 seconds. Good job. 18 seconds. Next question. Okay. I think we're coming into both systems. Okay, now we're getting into both systems. So see this. So what is given both systems? A man's speed with the current is 15 kilometers per hour. The speed of the man's speed with the current is 15 kilometers per hour, and the speed of the current is 2.5. The speed man's speed against the current is. So what we know most எல்லாருக்கும் யாருக்கு தெரியலையோ இந்த போத் ஸ்ட்ரீம்ஸ் தெரியாதவங்க இருப்பாங்க. ஸ்டில் வாட்டர்ல ஸ்டில் வாட்டர் மேன் ஸ்பீட் வித் ஸ்டில் வாட்டர்னு சொல்லுவோம். பாசிபிளி எத்தனை பேர் how many don't even know both systems? Possibly எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். How many don't even know both systems in this group? I don't know anything about it. Okay, Vijay doesn't know. Others, Nikhil. Okay. Yeah, answer பண்றவங்கலாம் தெரியாதுன்றீங்க. Okay. So I'll just tell you how this works, okay? So இது ரெண்டு பேர் தெரியாதுன்னு சொன்னதால உங்களுக்கு இது சொல்றேன். இப்போ let's have this water like this, okay? So இப்போ இந்த தண்ணியில வந்து இப்போ ஒரு போட் வைக்கிறாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஒரு போட் வச்சிருக்கோம். சரியா? ஸோ இப்போ இந்த போட்ல வந்துட்டு good humor is answered. இந்த போட் வந்துட்டு இப்போ ஒரு பேப்பர் போட்டா இருந்துச்சுன்னா அண்ட் இப்போ தண்ணியோட அலை அலை வந்துட்டு இப்படி அடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கு which means water is flowing in this direction and you have a paper boat on top of it. So all of us know paper boat இங்க வச்சா obviously the paper boat will start moving this side only because the water is running this way. This side it will be starting to push, correct? So it will go this way. Now, in the same paper boat, if we have it this direction, we have it in this direction, water flow is in this direction, and we have the paper boat placed in opposite direction. It comes in this direction, okay? And we have the water flow going in this direction. Okay, well, obviously what we know, that paper boat can't even move because water will just definitely make it drown, correct? தண்ணினால அந்த சைட் போக முடியாது. I mean, போட்னால அந்த சைட் போக முடியாது. Instead, if we have a small change now, if you have a real boat, and the speed of the boat right now is 10 kilometers per hour, and we have water speed. Water speed 2 kilometers per hour la போச்சுன்னா 2 kilometers per hour la போச்சுன்னா what happens here is போட் வந்து ஸ்டில் போட் வந்து நார்மலா ஸ்டில் வாட்டர் தண்ணியோட சப்போர்ட்டே இல்லாம தனியே இருந்துச்சுனாலே this boat can go at 10 kilometers per hour. The water speed is 2 kilometers per hour. Then the boat will start going in the direction of the in the direction of the flow. The direction of the flow. By then, the speed of the boat will be 12 kilometers per hour because the boat is pushing it this way, and I mean the water flow is pushing it this way, this direction, and also we have this going at 10. So together it becomes 12. This is called downstream. They call it as downstream. Something which they call it as downstream. Same thing when they call it as upstream. What happens upstream is the boat goes this direction, and if the flow is in this direction, flow of the water is in this direction. What happens is the boat can't go. The boat can't go anyway, wherein the boat can't go because boat தண்ணி வந்து இந்த சைடு வந்துகிட்டே இருக்கு and the boat has to go in such a way that உள்வாங்கிட்டு அங்கிருந்து வர ஸ்பீடை வந்து தண்ணியோட ஸ்பீடை உள்வாங்கிட்டு anything more than that it's more like a relative speed when two trains are traveling in the same direction அந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா So what happens is anything more than the actual speed of the other train. Similarly, anything more than the speed of the flow, anything more than the flow of the stream speed, anything more than the stream speed in which it can overtake. Okay, only in that speed it can move. So anything more than the stream speed is going to be what? 10 is the speed board and stream speed is 2 now. Anything more than that is going to be 8 kilometers per hour. That speed only it can go. Okay, this is called upstream. Upstream. So boat speed is still water, we know that. So stream speed is something which is given. It is a basic. And with this is what we're going to solve these questions. Okay. So you'll get to understand it very easily. These days in solve when you start solving questions. A man's speed with the current. With the current means along the stream speed. Along the stream speed, now it's called as what? Downstream. தண்ணியோட மூவ்மெண்ட் வந்து போட்டோட மூவ்மெண்ட் வந்து தண்ணியோட மூவ்மெண்ட் கூடவே போகுது. So that is called downstream, which is 15. Okay. Speed of the current is 2.5. Speed of the current is தண்ணியோட அலை ஒரு speed வந்து 2.5. Speed of the stream is 2.5. The man speed against this current is against the current கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Against the current என்ன அர்த்தம்? Upstream கேட்டிருக்காங்க. And for that, what we'll have to understand is your downstream is 15, 2.5 stream speed, and we know still water, both speed and still water or not moving water. It is going to be what? 15 minus 2.5. ஏன் 12.5 சார்னு கேட்டா இந்த 12.5 கூட இந்த 2.5 ஆட் பண்ணிச்சுனா you get downstream. This water without any support, along with that, that stream speed add ஆச்சுனா you get downstream. So it's 15. அப்போ upstreamங்கிறது என்ன வரும்? இது கூட இந்த stream ஓட speed subtract ஆகும்போது you get upstream. What is that? 10 kilometers per hour. Man speed against the current is going to be 10 kilometers per hour. Because in the speed அது உள்வாங்கிட்டு இது வரும். So your answer is 10 kilometers per hour. Sure. 12.5 வந்து still water speed. Speed of the boat is still water. அதுக்கு மீறி அந்த 2.5 subtract ஆகும். Got it? Upstream. Clear? Next question. 1 hour, a boat goes 14 kilometers per hour along the stream and 8 kilometers against the stream. The speed of the boat in still water is. So along the stream is A14, which means its downstream is 14. Against the stream is 8, which is upstream. Suppose still water, the speed is there. Still water, we know that what? How much ever is added to get the downstream, the same thing is going to be subtracted to get the upstream. So it is going to be what? Still water speed of the boat is going to be always going to be what? Average. It's always going to be the average. எவ்வளோ ஆட் பண்ணுறோமோ அதே அளவுக்கு இதில் பிடிக்கிறோம் கரெக்டா எவ்வளோ சேர்த்துறோமோ அதே அளவுக்கு இது சப்ராக்ட் ஆகும் ஸோ your answer is going to be what? 11. Because if 3 is getting added here, the same 3 will get subtracted here. So obviously the average is what you get as still water speed. Answer is going to be 11. Sure? 11 kilometers per hour. Next question. A motorboat whose speed is 11 kilometers per hour in still water goes 30 kilometers downstream and comes back in 4 hours and 30 minutes. The speed of the stream is motorboat whose speed is 15 kilometers per hour in still water. Whenever you get these kind of data, just write it down. Still water speed is 15. Goes 30 kilometers downstream and comes back in total of 4 hours and 30 minutes. The speed of the stream is the question. Just imagine. If you have the options, it's going to be easy. But if you don't have, you have to just think. Wait. See. So this one is always going to be the middle value. This is always going to be the middle value. So 15 is always going to be the middle value. Whatever is added this side is going to be subtracted this side also. So what we understand here is இதில் எவ்வளோ ஆட் ஆகுதோ அதே மாதிரி இங்கே சப்ராக்ட் ஆகுமா. So what I do here is I'm just trying to add 1, 2, 3 அப்படி ஆட் பண்ணி பார்த்தா maybe I add 5 here, it becomes what? 20 here. And upstream becomes what? 10 here. Together, downstream upstream is in the ratio speed. Downstream is to upstream is in the ratio what? 2 is to 1. Okay. So the time taken will be in the ratio what? 1 is to 2. Am I clear? 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2 ratio over, which means one part of the time at 20 kilometers per hour and two parts of the time at so actually two parts of the time. So together we have 4.5 hours, 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 4 hours 30 minutes are 3 parts of Pilcha. If I divide it as 3 parts, one part gives you 1.5 hours. One part is 1.5 hours. Okay, one part is 1.5 hours, which means 20 into 1.5 for this one is, and this will be 10 into 3 hours because two parts of the time. This is one part and this is two parts. So 20 into 1.5 gives you 30 kilometers. 10 into 3 kilometers gives you 30 kilometers. Alright. So what is the speed of the stream? Speed of the stream should be what? 5. 5 kilometers per hour. Speed of the stream is 5 kilometers per hour. Okay. So downstream is going to be 20 kilometers here. என்ன கொடுத்திருக்குன்னா downstream is going to be still water speed is 15 கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. And they give you it's going 30 kilometers downstream, it's coming back 30 kilometers upstream. 30 kilometers down and 30 kilometers up. Okay. So something which you have as a clue is like most often going with the values which 30 is divisible by. So I would take it as 15, 10 or 5 or anything. I'm going to just check that way. So if I take it that way, if this is going to be 20, 10, one of the values, if I take it as 10 here, probably other value I could take it as, this is going to be 20. This is downstream. Correct. So the speed is in the ratio downstream is to upstream. So it will be 2 is to 1 speed. The time taken will be 1 is to 2. Together it gives you 3 parts of the time. The 3 parts of the time are 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours. Okay, then one part is equal to how many hours? 1.5 hours. This is becoming 2 parts. 2 parts is 3 hours. 1.5 hours and 2 parts are going to be 3 hours. Okay. So 3 hours at 10 kilometers per hour is going to be 30 kilometers upstream, and 1.5 hours is going to be 30 kilometers downstream. Correct? So that's why the answer of this is 5 kilometers, because 5 is added here, 5 is subtracted. So speed of the stream is going to be 5 kilometers per hour. Here, simple. Next question. A man goes 2 kilometers against the current of the stream in 2 hours and goes 1 kilometer along the current in 20 minutes. How long will it take for it to go 5 kilometers in stationary water? 5 kilometers in stationary water. Give me the answer for this. $2.5 hours. Akshay is giving me 2.5 hours. Others. 2.5 hours, yes. So boatman goes 2 kilometers against the current of the stream. Against the current of the stream, the upstream. Okay, 2 kilometers in 2 hours, which means upstream speed is 1. Okay, 1 kilometer along the current in 20 minutes. 1 kilometer along the current in downstream. 1 kilometer in 20 minutes. Okay, after 60 minutes gives you the speed. 60 minutes is what? 3 kilometers. So 3 kilometers per hour is the speed. So 20 minutes, 1 kilometer, 60 minutes ke eவ்வளவு போகுது? So still water speed. Stationary water, what's its speed? 2. So for 5 kilometers போறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகும்? So 2 kilometers per hour. For 5 kilometers, how long will it take? For 1 hour, it's 2 kilometers. Then for 5 kilometers, how long will it take? 5 on 2, just 2.5 hours. Okay, good. Abhibul, Vashita, Vasifa, and Sanjit, and have actually answered. Next question. Speed of the boat in standing water is 14 kilometers per hour. Speed of the stream is 1.2. A man rows to a place which is 4,864 kilometers and comes back to the starting point. The total time taken by him is. Total time taken by him is. So I know it's kind of a bigger question. So it's 4,864 kilometers and comes back to the starting point. Okay. So total time taken by him is. See, we know the speed, downstream speed is going to be still water, boat speed in still water is going to be 14, and streams downstream speed is going to be what? 1.2 added to this 15.2. 1.2 is 12.8. Correct. For him to go for 4,864 kilometers and comes back to the starting point is. Got it? So your answer is going to be the total time taken by him is going to be 700 hours. 4864 divided by 15.2. Probably I put 50, 152, gives you 5 is 456. 456, we get 304, 32. It's 320 hours here. So it's 320 hours for him to go downstream. So this is in the ratio 7.6. This is 6.4. 7.6, 6.4. It still gives you 3.2, and this gives you. So it's 1.9. This gives you 1.6. Together it's giving you 19 is to 16 is the ratio. 19 is to 16 is the ratio. If 9 is to 16 is the ratio, this is 320, and this is going to be speed 19 is to 16, then time taken is 16 is to 18, 19. So this is 320. 16 parts is 320, then 19 parts is 320. So the answer is 700. The answer is 700 kilometers. Good job. More is given it. Good job. 700 kilometers is the answer. Okay, next question. See, the புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். See, 15.2, it's 12.8. Okay, so 4,864 divided by 15.2. Okay, which is nothing but 320 hours. 320 hours. So if this is 320, we know the speed is in the ratio what here? Speeds are in the ratio 15.2 is to 12.8, which is nothing but 16 is to 19. So the time taken will be 19 is to 16. Okay, 19 is to 16. So 19 parts is to 16 parts. The speeds are in the ratio. Sorry, 19 is to 16 is the speeds ratio. Time taken will be 16 is to 19. The 16 parts is 320 and 19 parts would be 380. Together it is going to be 700. Okay, next question. The speed of a boat in still water is 22 kilometers per hour and the rate of the current is 4 kilometers per hour. Distance traveled downstream in 24 minutes is. Okay, Sanchit has told me 12.4. 12.4. Uh, Rampage. Rampage is 7.2. Kima Preeti 10.4. Kalesh 10.4. Okay, your answer is 10.4, correct? So what happens? Speed of the board in still water is 22. Rate of the current is 4. So which means downstream is 26. Upstream is going to be, upstream speed is going to be what? 18. So still water is 22. The distance traveled downstream for 24 minutes is 26 kilometers per hour. 26 kilometers for 60 minutes now. Then for 24 minutes, develop. Answer would be 26 by 5, I guess. 26 by 26 into 2 divided by 5. So the answer would be 10.4. Okay, 10.4 kilometers. It is sufficient, okay, for now. You guys can give your mail IDs, you guys can leave. I'll see you guys in the evening session. Okay. I'll see you guys by 5:15. So now you guys can break for lunch. Thank you so much for your time and patience.